and welcome everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Adam from Miller's Custom Guitars, and today I am in Elk Grove, California, visiting Kauer Guitars, and I'm at Kauerfest. What is Kauerfest, you might ask? It's cool is what it is. Kauer Guitars has opened up their facilities. They haven't done this in a while. They used to do this every year, and the pandemic hit like it hit for all of us, and it shut the whole thing down. And this is the first one that they've done since the pandemic. And there's a pretty dang good turnout. There's bands. The bands switch out every like 3 songs. It's kind of crazy. There's taco trucks. There's so many cool guitars. It is amazing. If you've never heard of Kauer Guitars, they are worth checking out. They are not your Squires, people. They are amazing custom high-end guitars that are made right here in the United States, right here in Elk Grove, California, right in my backyard as a Sonora, California person that lives in Sonora, California. If you are not aware, I have a podcast, N+1 Podcast. I recommend you check it out. And Doug came on the podcast a while ago. And when he did, he said, hey, come on down to Kauerfest in a couple of weeks. And here I am. We've been trying to corner Doug to come on the show and answer some questions. He's just so busy. I'm trying to corner him, and at the same time, there's 15 other people that always have him cornered. But dude, there are so many cool guitars here. He's basically got 5 shapes of guitars, but the way that they do things here, they have a body shape, and the body shape is same from guitar to guitar, from guitar to guitar. But basically everything else, there's no repeats. There's no repeat colors. There's no repeat pickup choices. There's no repeat hardware. Every single guitar is a one-off. It's so cool. And they play great and they sound great. It's so special. So if you're looking for a custom guitar, check out Kauer Guitars. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy this brief overview of Kauer Guitars. And if you're looking for a custom guitar, check them out. And if you're looking to hear more about Kauer Guitars and their journey and how they got to where they are, check out my interview with Doug Kauer on the N+1 Podcast. I'll put a link in the description. Lo and behold, I was able to corner Doug Kauer away from his myriad of fans and admirers. Doug, thank you so much for inviting me over and having this amazing event. I already talked about what it is. It's so cool. And I wanted to ask you, because my channel is a channel that's all about helping people understand their instruments better, get the most out of them. And you have guitars that are known to play great and sound great. Sure. And I was wondering if we could pick your brain on some of your setup and tone tips. And you happen to grab the guitar that is my favorite out of all of them.
This is actually my guitar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this one's it's a Starliner. It's one of, actually, if not the last Starliner carved top.
Ooh, so
it was
good.
Still on the old CNC, and it's not on the new one yet.
Oh man.
So, but yeah, it's this one's I'm a big Gretsch White Falcon, custom White Falcon fanatic, and so it's kind of my take on a Penguin.
Yeah, it's definitely Gretsch inspired, but man, every time I walk by this one, I was like, "Ooh, baby!" Yep. So tell us some tips of getting the most out of your guitar in just a couple minutes. And
well, I will say I'm going to steal liberally here. Ron Thorne has the best acronym for this, and it's TRAIN. So
we talk about this on the channel all the time. So
it's tune, relief, action, intonate, noodle.
Yep.
So the best thing you can do, I think, honestly, is go to any auto parts store and buy what's called a tappet feeler gauge set.
Yes.
And I like the tappet ones because they're angled.
Oh, nice.
And then the best thing to do is just start going around and measuring guitars that you know you like.
Okay.
And then you have an actual number to match.
I love that.
And so for me, that's kind of how I got this figured out. I was like, oh, okay. My favorite one, I knew what my first fret action is, which happened to be 16,000s. I know that I really like it if it's like 55, 60 at the 12th fret, and then check my relief and go from there. And these are like $3, and you can do a ton with right there.
Awesome. Okay, so get some feeler gauges, measure a guitar that you know plays great, and then you can use that as a reference.
Yeah,
that's a great tip.
It's tough because like some of this stuff is so everybody's like, oh, it's fuel based or it's this. If you can put a number to it, then it's a lot easier to repeat it. The Plek is like that for us. The Plek puts a number on things, and I can see it and go, oh yeah, that's why this one plays a little better or a little worse. And then really that's, like I said, Ron has his acronym. And so, when we put one on the bench, we first get it strung up. We tune it to pitch. First thing you're going to do is check the relief.
Yep.
The thing that gets you in trouble with the relief, depending on how people make their fretboard, is a lot of people will check it end to end. That's not right.
Right.
You really want to check it about 1st to 12th, because there's curvature here that's not the same as right here.
Yeah.
And so sometimes this is designed to roll down.
Yeah.
So if you check it here to here, it'll read lower than it actually is.
Yeah.
And then you'll end up with way too much relief here. So then once you've got your relief set and at correct pitch, then you just raise the bridge to or down where you want it to be. And so for like our guys, they have some of these where we've taken the feelers out and have specific ones for each end. So I'm just grabbing at random here. But,
right, because there's a lot of them on there.
Yeah.
And for guitar, you don't really need all of them.
So they
if
have
you're setting them up the same way all the time.
One for the nut and one for the 12th fret.
Nice.
And then they just go through and either on a tune-a-mac, check it at the 2 E's, or on our like 6 saddle bridges, you just run that thing across and go. And then intonate it, and then noodle around on it, make sure it's right.
Nice.
That's it.
One more question.
Yeah.
Bigsby's are notoriously finicky to get to stay in tune. Do you have any tips for keeping a Bigsby in tune?
They suck.
Nope. Just
I love them.
Live with it, embrace the...
If you really want it to work right, you should use a roller bridge. Obviously, the nut being cut correctly and loose helps. I'm a stickler. I don't like how roller bridges sound, and since Bigsby's aren't great anyway, I'll put up with the fact that they won't stay in tune to have it sound the way I want 95% of the song, hit the Bigsby at the end, and then retune.
Yeah.
But I'm also a hack guitar player, so...
That's not true. I heard you play. You're not bad.
2 songs is all you're going to get. I haven't played in 4 years hardly, so I got enough to do 2 songs, and then you'll hear the same thing for the rest of the day.
I'm a big fan of, for a Bigsby, you just use it nonstop and no one can tell you're out of tune.
That works too. They actually do pretty good. If you, like we use it like a triangle file to slot the bridge and try to make it work pretty well. We can usually make it do pretty well.
Yeah.
But they're, it's a 70-year-old idea that never got any better, but they look cool and I do like them.
I love a Bigsby also.
Yeah.
Cool. Any last tips for the channel?
No, I think that's it, man.
Cool.
Just get out and, like I said, find the ones that you know you like,
That's
and
a great tip.
Then you know what to work from there.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me over and having this amazing event. Guys, check out Kauer Guitars. This has been Adam from Miller's Custom Guitars. And until next time, don't be a jerk.